We have all heard it a million times by now that you can manifest anything using the law of attraction. There are so many videos giving you so many tools for manifestation. But herein lies the problem. If someone is just giving you the tools for manifestation, then you can use that tool to get what you want, but you can never create your own personal tools. It is similar to telling someone how to create an airplane, telling them all about the parts, the mechanics, and the machines used in an airplane, but never explaining them about the law of gravity and how the thrust of gravity is used to make an airplane fly. So today I'm going to tell you the mechanism of manifestation. Once you know the formula, any tools you use after that, you will use them from a much more deeper knowing and much more effectively because now you know the roots of it. So manifestation can literally be broken down into two simple parts: resistance and attention. Let's understand them. Suppose you really want to manifest a good feeling relationship into your life, but no matter what you do, you end up in crappy relationships. So why are you unable to manifest that relationship? Let's find out why. In my previous YouTube videos, I've explained that being the creator of your own life, you can literally manifest anything. For more information on that, you can watch my YouTube video titled "Our Physical World is the Actual Wonderland." But this video is about why we are unable to manifest something, even if we are focusing on it so much and want it so much. The biggest block in front of any manifestation is resistance. If you are unable to manifest something, it simply comes down to this: why am I resisting this? For example, in the above scenario, the only question you have to ask yourself is this: why am I resisting a close relationship? Or, why might I not want a close relationship at all? Or, what bad thing will happen if I manifest a close relationship? Keep in mind that on a conscious level, you may think that you so desperately want something more than anything else in your life. But on a subconscious level, your mind may be totally against it. Let me give you an example. Let's say that in your childhood, the closest relationship you had was with your sibling. You felt the most amount of closeness and love when you were with your brother or sister. But let's say this sibling loves to dominate and wants you to do all their little chores, such as bringing food for them on the table, going to the parents to deliver a message, getting them a cookie when they feel hungry. Basically, always being at their beck and call. So, to maintain closeness with your elder sibling, you will give up your own need of autonomy and freedom. To feel the love that you do around them, you will do anything that they want. Now fast forward to the future. You feel really lonely and want to manifest a loving relationship. But herein lies the problem. In your subconscious mind, you have equated love with loss of freedom, and you're not even aware of it. As a grown-up adult, you may think that you are totally free, but you will keep on attracting relationships that make you feel trapped. Because when you say you want love, your subconscious mind tries to get you back in the same feeling state or in the same relationship state that you most closely equate with love. Now see that your inner being is totally resistant to being anywhere near a romantic relationship. In fact, it will do anything to make sure that you don't suffer that same fate again. But do you realize that your inner being is doing this for a very benevolent reason? It wants you to stay safe, and it is convinced that relationships are unsafe. This means that you can directly talk to your resistance, and if you can show it a different perspective, it will no longer have the same goals. There are so many ways in which you can talk to your resistance. Today I am going to teach you one. Step 1. Bring out a pen and a piece of paper and write down the thing that you want so much. Step 2. Relax your body. Let your thoughts come and go. Don't resist your thoughts. Just let them flow. Step 3. When you feel relaxed enough, just close your eyes and ask your resistance self to talk to you. Ask your resistance, what purpose is it serving in your life? Specifically tell your resistance that it is safe to tell why it doesn't want to manifest this thing. Step 4. Open your eyes and almost like in a trance, let your resistance talk to you. Pick up the pen and write whatever the hell comes in your mind. Don't question it or observe it at this moment. Just keep writing, no matter how ridiculous the sentences may seem. Once your resistant self is done speaking, you will have a feeling of completion. Step 5. Now read this letter which your resistant self wrote to you. Initially, this letter may seem cryptic, but with practice, you will be able to do it so easily that the answers will literally flow through you. Step 6. In this step, you will change the perspective of the resistant self. You just have to question the existing perspective and it will see that it is actually harming you when it is thinking that it is protecting you. For example, if your resistant self tells you that it will not let you have a good feeling relationship because then you become a slave and lose your freedom, then first of all, validate its feelings. Tell it that you understand, that your resistant self cares so much about you. And then make it understand that it feels this way because of the childhood experience. And now we are a grown-up adult. Tell it that you take conscious responsibility as an adult to consciously choose relationships which value individual autonomy within the relationship, and that you will leave the relationship if the other person tries to dominate. Now that you have created a safe space for your resistant self, show it the perspective of what life would look like if we never ever gravitated towards good feeling relationships. You can ask it the following questions. 1. I understand that you are trying to protect me from pain, but isn't the pain of loneliness becoming bigger than the pain of having to deal with relationships? 2. Is it healthy to keep our hearts starving? 3. Do you always want to live a life where we have to protect ourselves, or create a life where we can feel safe with other people? You can ask any questions from your resistant self and have a full-blown conversation in any manner that you want. As your resistance gets resolved, you will start feeling the sensation of ease, relief, and relaxation flowing through your entire body. You can use this technique anytime you feel confused, conflicted, or reluctant about anything. Keep in mind that when you talk to your resistant self, sometimes you may be totally surprised because you may come to know that you actually didn't want that thing which you thought that you wanted. In fact, after this conversation with your resistant self, your perspective might completely change. For example, you may consciously want to invest all your energy in your career right now and not even want to use your energy into resolving or attracting relationships. You may think that, well, then it's the same thing. I'm still not in a relationship. So what's the point? Not so fast. Now your decision is not coming from a space of resistance to relationships. Now it is coming from a desire to create your own individuality. Vibrationally speaking, these two are completely different imprints on your soul. A change in perspective can dynamically change your life, even if you consciously choose to do the very same thing. So keep your mind open to all possibilities. But if after talking to your resistant self, you indeed find out that you actually want this thing, then in the second stage, it's all about those glittery things, such as focusing on your goal, visualizing already having that thing, meditating on the feeling state of already having that thing, and so on. Once you have resolved your resistance, and then you put your mental energy, that is your thoughts, into thinking, feeling, visualizing, and focusing on creating that thing, then it can happen no other way but to manifest in your physical reality. When your personal creative forces are all towards creating and wanting this thing, then it won't be long enough before it comes into your life. Have a good week. If you like this video, like it, share it, and subscribe to my channel for more poetry and conversations about life, truth, and existence.